So we saw a 15-9 match. That was the one that Jones and Anselmo won. And then we saw a 15-6 match where Friedman and Pat Henschel won it. Think it's going to be that wide of a margin? You think this is going to be a lot closer?
Well, you know what? I just think it's going to come out to the early. I think the early part of the game is going to set the stage. I don't think there'll be a comeback like there was in that Mariano Utterback earlier match. I think whoever gets out early is going to win this match.
There you see Kim Pickering on top. You saw a shot of George Carey right before that. Referees, and we are set to go. Championship match, the 19th annual Midsummer Classic here in Lake Mission Viejo.
It's so important right here to get a good side out right off the start.
And Joe Anselmo is going to start it off, winning the toss. Friedman setting Henschel. Henschel puts it down off the block. Chad Jones knocks it out. And a side out right away.
That's a smart strategy. Joe went right to Pat, which we thought should have been done the game before that. Butchko and his partner, they're no longer here. Didn't think that was the way to go. That was a good put away by Pat Henschel there. Great set by Steve Friedman.
Down, 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 down! Nobody!
Anselmo with the hit.
Nobody!
Oh, tough for Pat.
Oh, that's a great deep shot.
Deep. Pat Henschel had to come around his body off that Steve Friedman set. But we have a score in the championship game, 1-0. Friedman Henschel leads.
It's not the wishing tree. Let's try not to shake the leaves.
Let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
Big serve.
Jump.
So put down by Chad Jones.
We saw Steve do that earlier in the game. Yeah, Chad Jones is gonna have no problem shooting it over in two either.
There's a good look at Chad. Coming out of UC Irvine. Making his home in Laguna Beach. That's where he
Trouble
started
here.
from.
Trouble. Look at that great set. Wow, this should be a point right here.
Down.
Deep line. Oh, he goes to shorty. That's a great play right there.
Especially when you got the other team down on the sand. Henschel and Friedman walking on each other. So we got a game tied at 1. Chad Jones now out in Boston, but spent a lot of time here growing up.
I know the no-nos are starting to work. So
Make his home on the other coast now. I'm Gordon Spencer along with Dave Crandall. Watching coverage right here on Cox 3.
So they're going back to Pat here. Let's see what happens. Wow. Pat's heated up. If Pat swings like this turn, really, it's going to go quick.
That's a big hit. Pat Henschel showing some power.
Hammering one down, side out.
You know, I was told that Pat was the indoor hitting champion about 7 years back.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Unbelievable.
I guess he could bounce balls.
Oh, you saw a little sample of that right there. Now he's going to serve it up. Nice jump serve.
Nice set.
Oh, uses the easy touch off of Friedman.
Off speed was a good play there.
So Anselmo causing the side out. 1-1 early in the championship. The unfamiliar team here of Anselmo and Jones looking for their first. Oh, look at that. That's the old Friedman just swat.
The old Friedman. Over in 2. You're going to see a lot of that.
Oh, those are tough. So tough to defend. And so frustrating when you're on the other side. You just have to be ready for anything, anytime.
Steve's got the good side here with the wind in his face. That's a big serve. Great pass by
jump
Chad.
Serve.
Oh, just out. There's a hitting error.
Boy, Chad Jones tried to cut it around Steve Friedman. Just hitting it wide.
You'll see Steve, you know, right there. I don't know if you saw that out there, but he'll go up with one hand sometimes. A lot of times it's easier to reach back with one hand if you're out of position like he does, and he's the master of that. Stoklos, I guess, was the one who started all that.
Randy Stoklos. Big frame player.
Big serve.
Oh, nice serve. Steve Friedman. Oh,
trouble.
Tough
There's
spot.
the ace.
That's
It's a great serve.
Another point, Friedman and Henschel, 3-1.
So it looks like the strategy is go at Joe and go at Pat and see what happens.
the difference in this game. Serving has been solid so far. It's still early, 3-1, but not any service errors like we saw in the previous semifinals.
There's a big serve. Nice pass by Chad.
Nice.
That's a great hit. Chad Jones playing great right now. I'd keep the ball away from Chad.
Coming off the nice set by Joe Anselmo, Chad Jones hammering it down. Side out, Anselmo Jones.
So Friedman Henschel with a 3-1 lead.
Sparkles Water, Daily Sports Group.
We'll switch at 5. Championship to 15. Win by 2.
All right, Taylor. Alert! Oh.
Nice block.
Chad Jones, like I said, is on, and there's
That Friedman went over on it. Isn't that great, though? Sees that the defense is already out of position, so he just puts it over and one. How smart is that?
Got to start naming those hits.
Yeah, some
Got
did.
to patent those things.
Fire it up.
You're right. He's so aware of what's going on the other side of the court. Oh, nice serve, Pat Henschel.
Cut it deep.
Oh, mistake by
Another
Chad
mistake.
Jones.
It's short. We got a side switch.
Stop. There's an offset there, and he wasn't ready for it.
Friedman and Henschel
So
up.
4-1 now with Friedman and Henschel leading here in this championship match. We're back with more after this.
Alan Greenstein.
Joe, you think you can keep it down to around 20?
Sorry, buddy, no can do.
All right, man. I'll see you later. Joe just got connected with Cox Digital. Now he's in a hurry to get home.
Here's your house.
Yep, I see it.
ESPN News, the one place for in-depth sports coverage 24 hours a day. Up to the minute, late-breaking news as it happens. Expert analysis and insight on all the major stories. Continuous scores and updates. ESPN News, the 24-hour news source.
For the best information on and off the field, ask for Cox Digital Cable. Order today and receive a $20 ESPN Zone game card and 3 risk-free issues of ESPN The Mag.
Back on the sand here at Lake Mission Viejo, watching the championship, the 19th annual Midsummer Classic. Steve Friedman and Pat Henschel with a 4-1 lead early over Joe Anselmo, Chad Jones. At the end to a long weekend. Started with 28 teams down to 2.
Now, if things hold true right here, Pat, well, it looks like Pat's going to go back and jump serve, but they've been keeping it on Joe Anselmo. Let's see if they keep it on the right side player here. Oh, yeah, he's just going to defloat to Anselmo. That was the call.
Oh, there you go.
That's a good call by Chad. His partner called line, he hit line. That's smart. That's how you play the game.
Yeah, Joe Anselmo hitting the spot. And with Friedman in your face.
Very intimidating block. Now, Chad's on the good side now. He's got the wind blowing in his face. He's going to go back there. He's going to crack a jump serve here. He's got a great jump serve.
Yeah, he's way back there.
He's going to heat it up. Good serve. Nice pass by Pat. Look at over 2.
There he goes. Steve Friedman.
Has that not worked yet? It works every time, huh?
Yeah, I don't think he's made a mistake.
No, it's flawless.
Harry Houdini going over on 2. We still got 4-1 over here.
And you know, it frustrates the other team. They're thinking, gosh, we're setting up for 3. How do you set up for 2 like that?
It's just you playing against them. You got to be aware every time
That's
they can
right.
come over.
Another floater to Joe. Nice set.
That's good.
Oh, look
nice
at that
up,
lip.
but that's
No, there's
gonna
no way
be-
Steve gets that.
Oh, there we go.
But Steve's aggressive to try it, though.
Steve came over that banner. I didn't see it. He went underneath us there.
Listen
Yeah.
up. I thought the no-nos were working. Let's go, people.
Didn't phase
Hey,
the
guys,
kids
slow
playing
down.
right there.
Come on. What are you doing? Let's get rocking. This is the Lake
Getting the
tournament.
crowd pumped up here.
Let's see if Joe can get a point. He's going to go to the deep floater to Pat, I think. And that's what he did.
Oh, there it is.
Out.
Oh,
there's the hitting
time.
mistake. We didn't say. We said he didn't have one. We hexed him there.
Yeah.
Too many times.
Going to get us for that one.
Ball looks a little out. Point. Anselmo.
So the smart play is to keep it on. It looks like they want to keep it on Joe, and they want to keep it on Pat. And let the big guys fight it out at the net. There it is again.
And Pat puts it down dead center.
Pat's got a live arm this game.
They like that because you get a side
He's playing really, really well.
And she also said that
Something to keep in mind, Steve Friedman and Pat Henschel just finishing. It was just about a half hour ago. They finished their semifinal match. Jones and Anselmo have had quite a bit of time to kind of cool down.
Highlight. Go, go, go.
Good shot by Joe. Very
There's that
cagey.
line. Yeah, that line shot again.
shot by Jones.
Chad's calling it out real nice for him. He's calling line, 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 line. I mean, he's getting it 3 times in before he even has to hit the ball. That's a great call by Chad.
Advantage or disadvantage for sitting around cooling off, you think? I mean,
Well, you know what? If you're older, and these guys are older, yeah,
you want to have that.
you want to stay warm. No, cooling down's not good. Yeah, you want to keep the
keep the muscles warmed up.
right.
Pat with the hammer.
Yeah, Pat's got a live arm. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get away from that. I'm surprised they're serving so easy with the wind in their face. You would think they heat it up on this side, see if they get a couple aces like we saw Ryan do earlier.
I retired 10 years ago. Now that I'm 45. Hammering it
Steve
down.
Friedman now
Steve
back
Friedman
to serve with a 4-2 lead. They jumped out to a 4-1 lead. There's the floater by Friedman.
Big hit by
Boy.
Anselmo.
Anselmo just
Blocking
catching
angle,
the line
digging
there.
angle, and he still got it through him.
That
That's a
Henschel
great
line is
hit.
a little messed up.
Side out.
Trying to fix it. Big Joe back to serve, dedicating this to a 3-month-old baby you just had. Chad Jones dedicating this to the boys of Cheers.
Back to Joe Anselmo now to
And
serve.
Greg Swinson.
His greatest accomplishment, he says, still playing right now at the age of 36.
Located in the back.
That is something to be proud of. Now, you do have to be in amazing shape to be able to play this long, especially for a weekend like this.
Oh, look at that hammer. Tight set, he hammered the
Is
ball.
that man still playing up Pepperdine?
Steve Friedman.
hammering
That's
right
a
angle.
big hit this late in the game, you know? We've been playing all day.
Boy.
Friedman has a
Chance to score.
85.
Pat Henschel serving. Wind kicked up, too.
That'll actually be a benefit for Steve here.
Oh, there goes the old line shot now. They've gone to that 3 times.
Chad Jones is giving that set way down low. A little.
So we're trading side outs right now. No team.
They've
Putting
steadied
any
out now.
points on
We
the board.
talked about the early stuff. Jones could rip one here. Nice pass. Nice swing high off the hands. It's got to go.
Oh,
It's 2 off the block. Oh, nice set.
oh, look at that.
How good is that?
The swing by Steve Friedman.
Great set by Pat, his partner.
Find the old Steve Friedman. Who knows where this guy came from? Steve Friedman's all over the place.
Score remaining
For a side out.
4-2 Friedman and Henschel. Oh, there's the spot. Just using the touch shot. Chad Jones
I tell
over
you,
the
next
top
year,
of
I'm gonna get
Friedman.
a guy holding an umbrella to come out and sponsor me. I think it's working for Friedman and Henschel.
So another side out.
Team umbrella up 4-2.
Now, Joe's got the wind in his face. He should go back and crack a jump serve here. Serve it real hard. See if he goes back to the floater. He's going to go back to that floater. Over to Pat. Oh, look at that. Steve's got it. Tight. It should be a... That's a point. That's a point. Way too tight of a set. Pat knows that.
Chad Jones going up against Steve Friedman.
Yeah, I don't
winning.
care how big your partner is. If the other guy's standing there and the ball's coming to his hands, he's going to win that battle almost every time.
Good for a point. Kim, let's get on the ball. 3-4.
Joe Anselmo trying to tie it up now. Down by 1.
Eagle eye.
Oh,
Oh,
a
there's
little too much
mistake.
float. Yeah, that's tough, especially when you get a point on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to give it back that easy. There's
Chance to
you know,
tie it.
There's more points behind a point, you know.
good up.
Look at this.
Good up by Steve.
Oh, is that the way
finishes
you
it off.
played the game?
Play by Steve Friedman.
See the big hands there?
He
Nice.
stopped that ball in its tracks.
Taking the balls like that.
But it was up just
Yeah.
enough for Pat Henschel to give it back to him.
Who says big guys can't dig?
Jones and Anselmo coming down.
It's not always about hitting the sand.
That's a great dig right there. It's a good point.
5-3 now. Here in the championship. Gordon Spencer along with Dave Crandall. Cox 3 Sports coverage of the 19th Annual Midsummer Classic. Joe taking
Nice.
a look, but Pat Henschel was there.
He should put this ball away. They called a lift there.
Lift.
That's another point.
Wow. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of those called, huh?
No.
Might want to take those things out. Called for a 2 by head official Kim Pickering.
So another good
That was
break.
a big point there when you're on the weak side with the wind at your back. They haven't flipped this card. It should be 6-3, though. They'll get on that.
6-3 now. They are showing the right score. One more point for a switch.
Timeout.
Timeout now.
That was a
it's
good
called.
timeout. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
We saw that earlier. Joe, they feel it slipping away right now. So Joe and Chad are saying, you know what? Let's just slow it down. Because you know what? They're on the good side, and they're letting the lead get away from them.
Yeah.
If it's a 7-3 switch and the other team gets over there, bombs 4 or 5, they could be down 12-3 real quick.
Let's go, people.
Yeah, we talked about the momentum. It just switches back and forth all the time.
The ball, boys and girls out there. Do a little dance for me.
As the players cool off and take this timeout, we want to remind you, check out one of our websites. Log on. Forget those W's. It's just cox3.ocnow.com. Cox3.ocnow.com. It's our interactive website. You can log in there and see our upcoming show topics and email your questions for Cox Forum and Coach's Corner. Those shows live every Thursday night. Cox Forum at 7 p.m. Coach's Corner immediately following at 7:30 p.m. Cox3.ocnow.com.
You guys got to get the dance with the accordion dancers here. Look at that. You're missing all the fun.
Yeah, look at the accordions over there off the back end of the court. That accordion present at every match. I'm not sure what the
There they get it going.
I know every rally they're playing that accordion. Now they're just out there doing the hustle.
All right, away from the
So time is back in. Players getting back on the court. Momentum right now with Pat Henschel and Steve Friedman.
man, Henschel.
3-point advantage.
Anselmo and Jones.
Again, that wind kicking up.
Like to make daily sports.
Again,
A little bit.
it's an advantage. If you're looking at the TV screen, it's advantage to the top of the screen right now, the side that Anselmo and Jones are on, and they're letting points get away.
Marriott Hotels.
Nice deep floater there. He's got a touch there. Look at that kid. Got to come over with it.
Nice up.
This should be a side out here. He's off. He's got a swing. Nice dig.
Look at that.
Good set.
Look at that. What a
Another
great
great
match.
dig. Yeah, that's a good call on the lift.
Oh, boy.
Good call on the lift. What a good rally, though. That was the best
great.
rally we've seen.
It is. Back and forth.
Great play. Let's give it up.
Good applause from the crowd. Nice hustle by every player out there. And then Pat, just maybe a little too much sand on the hands there.
These people out here got 5 kids between them.
6-3, side out now.
Friedman. Got a couple of his own out there.
Chad's got to get a point on this side.
Pat
He's
Henschel's
got to
one.
rip one here. Oh, good stuff.
Oh,
Just
Anselmo
out. Just out.
wanted that badly. Slapped his hands on his head. Just missing that one.
Good for a side out. Steve Friedman back to serve.
Reach up there, over.
Battle of the muscles at the net.
Trying to show
Oh, interesting. They're calling Chad Jones on
Wow,
the net
that's
there.
That's a switch. 7-3 now. Steve Friedman, Pat Henschel leading over Joe Anselmo and Chad Jones. More from Lake Mission Viejo in a moment.
Welcome to Party Central from TV Music for You. 30 classic dance hits that will turn every night into Saturday night.
Another night, another dream, but always you. It's like a vision of love that seems to be true. That's the way it has to be, 'cause that's the way I like it. Girlfriend, how could you let him treat you so bad? Hey, wanna be my lover. From the back to the middle and around again, I'm gonna be there till the end. Hold me, baby, drive me crazy.
Party Central on 2 cassettes or 2 CDs. New from TV Music for You. Here's how to order. Call this toll-free number now to order Party Central on 2 cassettes for $21.99 or 2 CDs for $26.99 plus shipping and handling. Have your credit card ready and call this toll-free number now.
All right, back up top. Kind of see the little setup we have here.
Yeah, we got it pretty sweet up here, 20 feet above the court.
Yeah.
That's why we can call all the places where they actually happen.
Enjoying the sun. Been a warm day up here, but a great view from our vantage points. Gordon Spencer along with Dave Crandall. Dave getting a little more sun and looking a little more tan than I am. I won't I won't take the shirt off and scare you with that right now. 7-3, Steve Friedman, Pat Henschel leading it.
We're waking up here.
Steve Friedman back to serve.
Yeah, now Friedman, if you're out there watching at the top of the screen, they have the advantage. The wind is blowing into their face, so they will crack a ball now. Steve will go back here, and he should rip a ball here. And he does. Nice pass by Joe. Nice tool.
Tool off the block by Joe Anselmo.
Off the touch, Steve Friedman knocking it off his hands.
Anytime you hit a ball and it goes off the opponent's hand, it's called a tool. You're using them to use the ball out. So we call it a tool.
The tool. Joe Anselmo back. Looks like he's going to go for a jump.
He should be floating it. No, you're right, though. That's a good call.
Oh, there's the touch. Steve Friedman,
The
back left
strategy of
corner.
serving Steve Friedman has not worked today.
I tell you, folks, knowing Friedman so well as I do, this guy's playing unbelievable.
So side out, back to Pat Henschel.
Good seam serve right there, right down the middle. Oh, big touch.
There's good up.
He's got to come over. Nice deep shot. This should be a side out, though. Oh, it's tight. Deep loss it.
Nice up. Oh, what a cut shot.
Shotty. That's a
wow.
great save.
Out of the Steve Friedman book.
Wow.
Nice shot, Joe.
Nice over-the-shoulder shot. Joe Anselmo causing the side out.
That's a great cutty by Joe Anselmo. A little bit of the Aztec came out in him there. That was nice.
Chad Jones looking for some points for the team.
That's a great set off the overhand handle. Yeah, that's an unbelievable set.
Wow.
Having to be handcuffed like that. That's a great play.
As you may notice, the sand is a little hot. Hence the socks.
I want to thank the folks at Club Sportswear, too, for putting us in those nice shirts at the beginning of all this competition.
All our sponsors. We have some great sponsors.
A lot of great support out here. A lot of great support out here. Had to take them off, though, because, you know, we didn't want to get those all sweaty, up here high above the court. Chad Jones with the hammer shot. So back to the side out.
The hammer down. Side out on Ensemble Jones.
They're getting their opportunities.
Big Joe back.
They probably
to
need to
serve.
get a point on the board. 7-3, the difference in this championship match.
It's a big serve. They're serving great right now.
Oh, call the line, and it worked. Chad Jones got a piece of
The
it.
equipment, though. You're not supposed to hit the ball on the tape, but he'll take whatever he can get. That's a good play.
We'd like to thank Cox Communications for coming out.
Isn't that
this
amazing
year.
how Steve can hit different sides of the ball? Most guys like to hit the top or the back of the ball. He hits all different sides
Uses
of the
it.
Give me a point. Nobody.
Oh,
just
another hitting
outside.
mistake.
Just a bit outside.
Just outside. Got it over the 8-foot net. That's the regulation size, right? That's right. They've set all these at. You can imagine guys getting their head above that net. They're jumping. good, solid hit.
Steve Dead and Chad had a big put away there. That's a great play.
By Chad Jones.
I'll tell you, Chad Jones looks flawless, doesn't he?
He's been doing a little bit of everything. Looking good out there. You know, they haven't been playing that bad. They're just not getting the breaks, I think, to get the...
Well, they should have scored points on the good side.
Yeah.
They didn't. So now it's like it's running uphill now.
8-3.
Steve and Pat would be happy to exchange points at this time. Let's see if they go back to Pat or if they go to Steve. They're going to Steve.
Come on!
See, they call for that. See, right now, Chad's a little frustrated. He said, I'll go up, block angle. Steve likes to hit line, dig the line. And Joe didn't dig the line, and Chad's shaking his head going, dude, why are we calling that if you're not going to go do that? So, you know what, you see the hands on the hips by Joe Anselmo. He's going, God, I didn't mean to let you down. So let's see if they can settle out and get a side out here. Big serve, tight pass, good set. Nice hammer.
Good hit, Joe Anselmo.
Bouncing
back to the side out.
Rubber. Joe Anselmo hammering them down. Giving a side out to Jones and Anselmo. 8-3.
So Friedman and Henschel.
Don't forget, folks,
giving them the chances here.
To the finals today.
Friedman trying to hit, but it's blocked back. And the first point in some time for Joe Anselmo and Chad Jones. 8-4 now.
Break. Gordon, that's a big break for Chad Jones and Joe Anselmo.
And a timeout is called on the side of Friedman and Pat Henschel.
Yeah, Gordon, I find that fascinating that they call a timeout there when they're up 8-4. They must feel something that we don't see. They must feel the momentum slipping away.
You know, it does seem. I mean, Chad Jones, Joe Anselmo, again, opportunities are there, but they just haven't taken advantage when it's counted. So they're, you know, Friedman and Henschel got to be concerned about that. There you see the great seats available along courtside here. You be right up front in the action. Next up here on Game of the Week, August 24th, 2001 Orange County North versus South All-Star football game. That taking place back in July. We want to give you a chance to see that again, kind of get you pumped up for the high school football season that begins September 7th, and Cox 3 Sports will be there to open up another season of high school football. All the folks out here enjoying it. It's been a solid weekend of beach volleyball here at Lake Mission Viejo. So much to do out here with the lake and the kids out there swimming, the boats, kids eating everything they can come up with, and slow down on that stuff. Powering some ice cream.
And I want you, all of you, to enjoy yourselves.
There.
Lake Mission Viejo.
That's the spot. We should be out there, Dave, on the
Anybody, let's turn to your neighbor, say hello.
little surfboard out there.
Cocktails around, let's have a good time out here at the lake.
Everybody's having a great time out here. Back to action on the main court. Championship game. Joe Anselmo. Oh, out of that timeout, it worked.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need to do is break it up a little bit.
So Friedman Henschel called the timeout, and they forced a side out.
Gosh, it's one of those rules, though. When the other team calls timeout, you never, ever serve it out because you don't want to let them off the hook.
Because mentally you go, aha, it worked.
That's a good serve.
Oh, the shorty works.
All right, that's a great touch by
Going
Joe.
out the soft, Steve Friedman getting a little
Steve
dirty.
Friedman got it up, but wasn't quite high enough for Pat to recover to it.
Ensemble and Chad Jones. Chad back to serve. Don't forget the after party at Daily Sports Grill. I want to
Guy's
say
got to be a little tired
every one of you out there. There's no excuse.
after a lot of volleyball this weekend.
Sunday. No one has to work tomorrow.
Chad Jones with the floater. Oh, there's the
Nice over
The
and
two
two.
hit.
That's a great play.
There it is. Harry Houdini. As long as these two have been together, Steve Friedman's put no trust in Pat Henschel.
Steve Friedman, Pat Henschel. 21 straight wins in 2001.
Oh, he fanged that ball.
Yeah.
He just missed the ball together. Check the ball for fingers there, you know?
You could hear that one.
Ouch.
You can hear those mishits.
Henschel back to serve.
Dumped it.
Henschel,
9-4.
yesterday for that. I'm sorry, Pat.
Big serve. Uh-oh, trouble here. This should be another point here. Yeah,
Good
it's a free
recovery.
ball. Little top spinner.
Nice
Out.
and deep and out.
Another point.
So,
That ball's making
little
it
out of rhythm.
like all of you
Anselmo and Jones
should. Taco Bell.
couldn't
head for
recover.
Berner. Soft tacos. Chalupa.
10-4 now.
Bean burritos.
So Anselmo Jones in a real tough spot.
Henschel, Friedman up.
They just need, all they need to do is pass the ball right here and steady out. See if they can get one and then get over to the good side and see if they get this game to even.
Cut it deep.
Oh, Steve Friedman goes up, blocks it out.
That's a side switch, 11-4.
11-4. We're going to switch sides here in the championship match. Steve Friedman and Pat Henschel closer to a championship. We'll be back in a moment.
Where are the kids?
Johnny moved in with the Andersons.
What?
They have a Toshiba cable modem.
Where's Elizabeth?
Living with the Carreras.
Because...
They have a Toshiba cable modem.
Where are you going?
I'm moving in with your mother.
You don't even like my mother.
I know, but she has a Toshiba cable modem.
How do we get a Toshiba cable modem?
Easy to install, always fast, always on. Toshiba cable modems. Get on with it.
John Edward has the power to connect you with the other side.
They weren't going to be a priest. They became a priest again.
I was in the seminary and I left. I didn't share that with anybody.
Your dad's side of the family is a family that would like hide the money under the table. Somebody passed from something that would go to their head.
Oh my God.
She wants you to know she's got the son with her.
Thank you.
Connect with something beyond. Experience the all-new hour-long edition of Crossing Over with John Edward. Sundays at 8 p.m. on Sci-Fi.
Why just look at art when you can experience it? The Pageant of the Masters, a living celebration of the world's greatest artworks. Picture yourself at this one-of-a-kind spectacle. The Pageant of the Masters, where art comes to life. For information, call 1-800-487-3378.
Toby Braun, please come to the announcers booth.
Back on the sand in Lake Mission Viejo. She's getting a lot of camera time. She's starting to learn how to work it.
Braun for getting rid of his mullet.
So Steve Friedman and Pat Henschel with the momentum right now in this one over Joe Anselmo and Chad Jones here in the championship
I guess
at the 19th annual
we
Classic.
still have a good game here, though. I mean, because Joe and Chad are on the good side now. If they can just get a side out here and rip a couple jump serves off, they can get back in this game at a 9-11 switch. They just need to steady out here with a pass, set, and a hit. It's a good pass. There's the set, and there's a big hit. Nice lip.
Nice dig by Pat Henschel. Oh, there's the spot.
Boy,
Chad
Friedman
Jones.
is touching everything, though. Even though that's a great play by Chad, that's still Steve touched that. That's amazing.
Maybe a little participation.
He put it right through the block. Chad Jones.
Now let's see if Joe can get something going here. The crowd wants to see a better game than this.
We're here to entertain the folks out here. Let's go.
Oh, Jones had him. He just didn't get his hands over the net there.
He looks a little happy.
You've got to penetrate the net.
Yeah, Pat Henschel
Coming up, seeing nothing.
rocking the arm back and forth, happy on that one.
Side out though.
Gets the side out, 11-4.
Pat's playing real well. That's a tough team right there. They're playing great ball.
Friedman with the floater.
Let's see what Joe can do here.
Go, 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 go!
Nice up by Henschel. There's that 2 hit.
Oh, just out.
A little
But
outside.
that's a good play, though.
Great defense by Henschel and Friedman. Not good enough, though. Chad Jones back to serve and take him fire one in here. As a former Mission alumni.
Nice serve. Great pass.
Steve, a little poker.
Steve Friedman with the net
point.
there. Yeah, you got to stay out of the net.
Fire ahead of 50.
That's one rule that hasn't changed over the years. If you touch the net, it's still a point for the other team.
Kim Pickering calling it and awarding the point. 11-5.
Let's see if they get some more. Let's see if Chad can back it up with another big banger here.
There's the hit.
Oh, he had him. He needed to put 2 hands on that ball. That's all. Chad just got a little lazy there.
Pat Henschel is passing off his chest.
He'd be the first one to tell you, too, he should have got 2 hands on that ball.
I see Wilson written across Pat's chest.
So side out. Again, back over to Pat Henschel to serve.
Let's see where they go here. Right down that middle seam.
I heard the high line call.
Yeah, you know, Joe didn't listen to his partner there. Maybe it was too late of a call there. He got the high line, but he decided to bang against that big block.
As good as he played with Bobby back in the days. This man is incredible at 38 years old.
12-5 now. Anselmo and Jones getting in a deeper hole. But as we talked about before, this momentum of this game is just crazy. It could change at any time. There's the
now,
angle.
interesting, that time Chad called angle. His partner didn't listen and went line. And that, it's funny, now Chad made a bad call. They're all out of funk right now. So, you know what? They need to crack a couple aces or do something here because they're letting it slip away.
Get some communication.
One means they're blocking lines.
They get the side out.
So that means their partner can read them better. Joe Anselmo back to serve.
Anselmo serving.
Oh, and now they're making service mistakes.
Touches net.
Just a short serve.
You know, there's talk about changing that rule, but I mean, you know, they've changed it in the AVP where if you serve it in the net and it goes over, it's still a live ball. You know, there's talk about changing it here, but, you know, we're kind of old to change. You know, we're like very conservative here, very
old school. That'd be tough, though. That'd be a tough. You could learn how to hit that serve, though.
And what?
Oh, we have a net touch.
Call. A little net touch. That's a mistake.
Yeah, I'm imagining a rule like that where you can actually hit the net. You can use that to such an advantage.
Yeah, they're doing that now on the AVP, and it's just goofy.
You skip it over the net, you can roll one over the net.
Right.
And it's, boy, making the 2-man harder. Friedman on the second hit.
Boy, that's just so effective, huh?
Just eats up Chad Jones.
Let's go, people. I'm hearing more claps than a wake. What are you guys doing out there? Are you guys sitting down and falling asleep? Come on!
12-5. Back over to Pat Henschel and Steve Friedman.
Where are you guys at?
They're floater on that side.
What?
Oh, boy.
Brady
Steve
with
Friedman
a huge block.
roofed it.
He knows that this is it. Yeah. Now it's a matter of how many points they give up.
Jones and Anselmo looking at each other, wondering who's going to dig that block, but no one coming up for it. 13-5.
Well, you know what? Jones and Anselmo, they aren't listening to each other make their calls.
Henschel and Friedman 2 points away.
Nice pass. Good set. Joe just made a hitting error there. He didn't hit it into the block. He hit it into the net.
Giving him the point. Championship point now. And now an argument.
Yeah, right now what they're saying is it was a tool, and what what Kim's saying, the referee's saying, it never went over the net.
We got game point.
So what was Gordon, what was my prediction on the final score?
Next year.
All right, yeah.
15-5,
I believe. Yep. I went 15-8.
Diminish that record.
Looks like Friedman's going to get back in the winner's circle here, and that's on the bad side. They got the wind at their back. Let's see, Joe's made 2 mistakes. Let's see if he gets this one.
That's it.
Go out with a mistake.
Steve Friedman and Pat Henschel.
Welcome back.
The 2001 champions here at the 19th annual Lake Mission Viejo.
Gordon, he's the
Midsummer
new
Classic.
oldest. He's the new oldest winner of this tournament. So now he holds that record. He's stealing that from Darren Etterback.
You look back at the history and dating back to the late 80s, their names don't come up. So it's been a while since they've been in the winner's circle, but it's the 22nd win this year for Steve Friedman and Pat Henschel. Congratulations all around. Photos being taken with the trainer. Some happy guys out there. 38
Yeah, right. Has it really been 11 years since he's won?
It's been a long time since these two.
Wow.
So another good weekend of volleyball, looks like.
Gordon, thanks, man. This is a great time. I appreciate that.
All right, well, we're going to wrap things up. The 38-year-old Steve Friedman, the 32-year-old Pat Henschel, the 2001 champions here at the 19th annual Midsummer Classic here at Lake Mission Viejo. I'm Gordon Spencer for Dave Crandall and the entire crew here. We say so long till next summer.